number of coronavirus cases in Los Angeles County comes to 1,169,550. The confirmed number of deaths reaches 19,215. Here in Torrance, the total number of confirmed cases is 6,461, with total confirmed deaths at 157. We anticipate the Torrance numbers to change as the county updates its last 24-hour operating period. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Rhiannon Trutanich. It's 4 p.m. on Tuesday, February 16th. L.A. County continues to see lower numbers of deaths and new cases of COVID-19. Over the past month, the daily positivity rate dropped 64% and hospitalizations are down 60%. Still, the county's public health department warns that the virus is very much present and circulating widely. And while overall numbers may look promising, the COVID-19 death rate among Latinos in L.A. County are still triple than that of their white neighbors. Officials urge residents to remain cautious and implement all of the necessary safety precautions. More than 6 weeks after the holidays, the county is continuing to experience the deadly toll of the winter holiday surge, with the latest 7-day average of deaths at 139. Public health officials say this week there will be more sites across the county offering first and second dose vaccination appointments for residents 65 and older and healthcare workers. Dodger Stadium and several other COVID-19 vaccination sites reopened today after having to close last week due to shortages. And L.A. City vaccination sites will be prioritizing second doses again this week. The city expects to receive 54,000 doses of Moderna and 4,000 doses of the Pfizer vaccines this week. A federal mass vaccination site opens today here in L.A. California Governor Gavin Newsom gave a live update from State L.A. this morning. He says this is a huge milestone as equity is highlighted like never before. Officials strategically selected this site because it's near communities that have been disproportionately affected by COVID-19. It will be open for both drive-through and walk-up appointments. 2 mobile units will also meet people where they're at local community centers and schools. L.A. County Supervisor Hilda Solis says case rates in communities surrounding State L.A., such as Boyle Heights and East L.A., are almost double that of the rest of the county. She adds they're working with Metro to make transportation more accessible and help bridge the gap so more people can come out to get their shots. Governor Newsom says the vaccine supply at this site is separate from the state allocation. The State L.A. site is co-run by FEMA and the state and will be able to administer up to 6,000 vaccines to eligible residents every day. The site will receive weekly allotments of 42,000 vaccines for the next several weeks. Blue Shield of California is set to centralize the statewide allocation of COVID-19 vaccines, and now we have a better understanding of what the plan will look like. Its contract with the state was made public on Monday, and it shows that the health plan provider will create an algorithm to determine where to assign the vaccines in California. Its goal is to administer 3 million shots a week by March 1st. Blue Shield's algorithm will prioritize vaccine distribution with a focus on equity throughout the state. It will be updated based on vaccine availability and COVID-19 rates. Kaiser Permanente, which provides healthcare services to more than 9 million Californians, is expected to sign a separate contract with the state. It will run a vaccination program for its members, oversee 2 or more mass vaccination sites, and help to vaccinate hard-to-reach and disproportionately impacted populations. Both companies agreed to run the programs at near cost and will not profit from them. Governor Newsom said the arrangements will ensure that vaccines are given out more quickly and equitably while improving data reliability. L.A. County has officially reached the state's threshold for reopening elementary schools. That's what L.A. County Supervisor Janice Hahn tweeted on Monday, adding that starting today, schools can reopen for K to 6 grades if they have a waiver or submitted their COVID safety plans in advance. Today, the county public health director, Dr. Barbara Ferrer, says close to 300 elementary schools already reopened under the waiver. And to date, more than 2,200 schools have reopened in some capacity. Some schools have said they should wait until teachers and staff get vaccinated. Teachers' unions have also expressed concerns and asked for more safety measures. The Los Angeles Unified School District is launching a school-based vaccination effort this week, giving out Moderna vaccine shots to qualified employees starting tomorrow. Homeowners struggling during the pandemic have some more time to meet and make ends meet. President Joe Biden is extending a ban on housing foreclosures from March 31st to June 30th. Biden already extended the moratorium once when he first took office last month. Census Bureau figures show that almost 12% of homeowners with mortgages are falling behind on their payments. The White House says that's more than 10 million homeowners, and the president's actions are helping to keep these people in their homes during this housing affordability crisis that's been triggered by COVID-19. The Biden administration says, quote, homeowners will receive urgently needed relief as we face this unprecedented national emergency, and extending the forbearance policies will provide critical support to homeowners of color who make up a disproportionate share of borrowers having trouble paying their loans. This announcement does not affect renters, however. A federal moratorium on evictions of tenants who are late on their rent payments is still set to expire on March 31st. A new coronavirus vaccine trial will focus on children as young as 6 years old. AstraZeneca enrolled 300 children in the United Kingdom for this special study through Oxford University. 240 of the 300 young volunteers will receive the COVID-19 vaccine, and the rest will get a control meningitis vaccine, which has been shown to be safe in children, but is expected to produce similar reactions, such as a sore arm. This is the first time a coronavirus vaccine has been tested on anyone younger than 12 years old. Trial participants are between ages 6 and 17. The National Institute for Health Research is helping to fund this study, which will show if kids have a good immune response to the shot. The trial begins this month, and Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson expect to conduct similar studies this spring. Good news about a COVID-19 vaccine from researchers in Israel. They say Pfizer and BioNTech's vaccine appears to be as effective in the real world as it was during clinical trials. The Clawlet Research Institute, which is a part of a large Israeli health system, analyzed data on 1.2 million people. Researchers compared patients who got vaccinated with similar people who didn't. The rate of those who were infected with the coronavirus and felt sick dropped 94% among people who received the 2 shots, and the rate of serious illness went down by 92%. These findings are consistent with Pfizer's own vaccine trial, which said the vaccine was 95% effective. Researchers did not test variants in this study. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the nation's top infectious disease expert, is $1 million richer. He received the Dan David Prize, which is headquartered at the Tel Aviv University in Israel. The awards committee says they're honoring Fauci for his career in public health and, quote, speaking truth to power during the politicized COVID-19 crisis. They call Fauci the consummate model of leadership and impact in public health. Fauci is joined by 6 other researchers who shared 2 additional $1 million prizes for their contributions to health and medicine. The award sets aside 10% of the prize money for academic scholarships in each winner's field. Fauci will decide the nature of the scholarships for his portion of the win. Dr. Fauci became a household name during the pandemic, but he has been a head figure at the U.S. National Institutes of Health since 1984, advising 7 presidents on domestic and global health issues as director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. A local cancer treatment center is helping patients to feel less isolated while undergoing treatments alone during COVID-19. The Sims-Mann UCLA Center for Integrative Oncology launched a project called From the Chemo Chair, From My Heart to Your Heart. Cancer survivors write anonymous letters to each other, offering hope, encouragement, and wisdom. Doctors say starting cancer treatment can be frightening for patients, especially during this pandemic, and this is a chance for them to hear from someone who knows what it takes to get through it and show that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. One cancer survivor wrote, "Even if they aren't physically there, your friends, your family, your loved ones are with you through this, sending love, sending prayers, sending healing energy your way. And I want you to know that in my way, I am with you too, as are many others who have been through this before you." Some letters offer tips based on personal experiences. For example, one person wrote, "Bring with you some of the comforts from home, a favorite quilt, cozy socks, snacks you enjoy, something to read, or music to listen to." Another survivor wrote, "Cry if you need to, but laugh when you can." The letters have been compiled into a booklet that is given to patients on their first day of chemotherapy at UCLA's 16 hematology oncology outpatient clinics throughout Southern California, including here in Torrance. The new patients also receive a link to a playlist of songs recommended by each survivor that served as a source of inspiration for them during this difficult time. A Spanish flu survivor got vaccinated just before her 104th birthday. Bernice Homan got her shot at her assisted living facility in Eugene, Oregon. A Walgreens employee administered the vaccine as a part of the mobile clinic. Bernice contracted the Spanish flu when she was a baby. She was among the 50 million worldwide to get the H1N1 flu, which killed 675,000 people in the U.S. More than a century later, Bernice found herself fearful and isolated, unable to attend gatherings or have family visit. She says she knew that she could catch something like that again and was comforted when a vaccine became available. She says getting the shot is her real birthday gift this year because it gives her hope for more freedom soon. She looks forward to having her family over again and resuming a long list of group activities such as a book club, drum class, and line dancing. Bernice is scheduled to get her second shot on Friday. The Torrance City Council will not meet tonight as it is a previously scheduled dark night. The next council meeting will be held next Tuesday, February 23rd. Well, before we go, at the end of each program, we like to share stories from our community, feel-good pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and how Torrance truly cares. A Torrance resident who is also a veteran turned 100 years old last Friday.
But I want to thank the mayor and the city. It's been a great place to grow up and bring my family, and I love Torrance, but I love all the people that came by just now from my church at Peninsula Community Church, and it's just been a great day for me. I appreciate it so much.
Woody's family, friends, and church members put on this drive-by celebration in front of his house, complete with 100 balloons and a proclamation from Mayor Patrick Fury. Dozens of cars lined up, and even a Torrance fire truck drove by to help wish Woody a very happy birthday. His kids and grandkids say Woody is still very fit and active, driving and living on his own, and even delivering meals to the elderly as a volunteer. Happy 100th birthday, Woody. What a memorable way to spend your big day. We hope you had a wonderful time surrounded by your loved ones. Now, if you have a great story, upcoming event, a photo or video you'd like to share, email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. We'd love to hear from you. Well, that's our update for COVID-19 today. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as Christine Lee brings you the latest. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.